do an exact duplicate.
No way.
Yeah. The show.
Skip Bedell is here. We are in the midst of hurricane season. We're talking about being prepared for natural disasters. And Skip was just describing for Jillian the dog carrier, the transport thing, where it's not only a way to move the dog around, but it could save the dog's life because the dog's going to float.
It really could. So, you know, like the seconds sometimes is the difference between life and death, especially like in flash floods. Janice, we've seen so many times, even just this past week, flash floods all across the country. Yeah. So people hear the water's coming, let me get in my car and take off. Yeah. And they get caught in the flood, the car washes down the road, and they're overcome. Even the best swimmers can't swim in that. So this is great personal flotation devices. They're inexpensive. You get one for everyone in the family. It's got a CO2 canister in it. You just pull the ripcord, it inflates. If for some reason you're unconscious and you can't pull that yourself, as soon as you go in the water, this blows up. It does.
And you send a picture of your dog to get the right size, right?
Yes. So this company here, they make these flotation devices for the dogs, and they come in all different sizes. So this will fit small dogs or cats. They have a handle on the back, reflective tape, so it's easy to grab the pets, put them in the car, and go. If they get away from you in a flood, you know they're going to be safe, right?
I'm glad we're talking about this now because it's been a quiet hurricane season.
It really has.
Yeah. So people are becoming complacent, like, oh, it's not that bad, and it only takes one in your neighborhood to make it a bad year.
Man, I'll tell you, really the seconds in a disaster, whether it's a hurricane you kind of know it's coming, right? It's in the forecast, right? But flash floods, you know, tornadoes, earthquakes, these wildfires, you could be displaced in a matter of minutes. So the people who are prepared for these situations are the ones who survive. So we don't think of all these things. You know, we get complacent. You're right. It's like you're procrastinating. Yeah, I'm going to put together a bag one day and keep it in the trunk. But companies like earthquakebag.com are great because they think of everything that you need. They put it in a bag and you just keep that in the house of your car. You're ready to go. So in the worst case scenario, no matter what, everything you need for everyone in your family is into that bag. Up to 6 people can survive for a week on that bag.
Because just think for a second. If an earthquake struck right this second, we would essentially, the 5 of us, just have what we have on us.
Right. Yes.
We don't, you know, because the ATMs would be down.
Yes.
How much cash do you have in your pocket?
Yeah.
Where's your water? You have a 1 water bottle. What after that? What about gasoline for your car?
Thank you for scaring us.
But you know what? Better that you be scared and to be prepared because that's going to save your life.
Absolutely.
And guess what? That's what I love about this company. I did a lot of research, and there's a lot of survival bag companies out there. They're not the only one by far. But I love this company for a lot of reasons. They're California-based guys, and they're used to earthquakes, right? So earthquakes is the one thing you might have literally 5 seconds to get out of the house. You don't have time to think what to grab. They put it all in the bag, so all you have to remember is just where's the bag. Get the bag and you go, and you're good.
Keep one in your house and your car.
And I remember
house, car, and for pets.
Remember all the flooding in Houston? And we interviewed so many people that couldn't use their cell phones because they didn't have service anymore. This thing charges your cell phones, right?
So this is awesome. Milwaukee's is great. I use them for all their power tools, but they're the leader in cordless lighting. So they're rechargeable batteries, snap on all different size batteries from this monster 12 amp all the way up to this little one. But you're right. They have the lantern light, which will last for a really long time, and it has USB ports on the back. So not only can you light up the space while you're hunkering down in the storm, but you can keep everything charged with this. So that's a really nice feature. And then they have things like this rocket light. So this thing is cool. It folds up. It's completely collapsible, right? The whole thing, the whole tripod folds up, and you can put it right in the closet. It's a small footprint, but it'll light up your entire yard. It'll light up the whole basement. So when you don't have power for a week, that's like a portable floodlight.
And keep your flashlight close by because sometimes at night the power goes out and you can't find your flashlight. So keep it close.
Look at this flashlight. This thing's amazing. I actually have all these lights. That's why I brought them on, because I only talk about the stuff that I truly love. This flashlight, I don't know if you can tell you.
It's like an operating room.
It really is. It's 700 lumens, which is, as far as lighting goes, it's a lot of light. All on a rechargeable flashlight, which is unbelievable. And so they make it easy to keep the lights on. And companies like Champion, you know, electricity is important, right? You got to get the power back on for a lot of reasons. Keep your food refrigerated, the heating, all of that. They have portable and also standby generators that operate on gas and propane. And things like, speaking about water, these pumps, listen, one of the biggest problems whether it's a flood, it's a hurricane, whatever, is standing water. We've seen like in Sandy and all the other storms that have passed by, it's not only the storm, it's the weeks or months after the storm that no one can get into the town. The rescue crews, the cleanup crews.
Remember that storm? People couldn't pump gas because the gas stations didn't have electricity. We didn't have electricity at our house for 11 days, and so we wound up getting a whole house.
You just made a great point, Steve. So that's what's cool cool about these generators because even when the gas stations can't give you gas, right?
There's no gas
this runs indefinitely on your own natural gas. You don't have to refuel it. Even this portable one, if you can't get gasoline, you can hook it up to your barbecue tank. It's dual fuel.
And that one will last about 16 hours.
Yeah, this will run for hours, and then you refuel it. You know, either propane or gas. But getting the water out, like with Simpson with these pumps, it's important because that standing water, you know, the bacteria and all the mold and everything that happens. It's like some of that stuff is even more dangerous than the storm. So it's important that you get the water out, and Simpson's the best pumps on the market.
You're a weather person's dream because this is what we preach.
I love all this stuff and keep people safe and keeping them prepared. It's the stuff that we don't think about, but man, when you got it, you're happy you do.
Yeah, the best.
All right.
Skip Bedell. Thank you.
for having me back, guys.
Have a good day.
See you tomorrow.
Float.